The 18 Districts Cup is our feature race on Sunday. It's a Class 3 over the 1,600 metres, headed by Green Energy. National Ruler on board from Barrier 11. Unicron Jury, a two-time course and distance winner already this season, as is Agreed. Dynamic Eagle, fourth over the 1,400 metres last time out. Travel First, a two-time winner on the all-weather over the 1,650. Markula goes up in class, a last start course and distance winner. And down to Righteous Mates, who's back on the turf. He's 0 from 5 so far here in Hong Kong. Now, made our way to the touch screen to have a look at the speed map here, John. And the way it maps is with Agree, who's been opportunistically ridden in the past, maybe trying to do the same and getting to the front and dictate from there. Yes, there was that race where a horse Calculation fluffed his lines at the start and Agree was able to lead them a merry dance. Unicron Jewelry is a horse who's been in excellent form this season. I think he's going to be able to go pretty well from his low draw. He's got a good chance of getting a good position in the run. This fella's interesting as well, Markula. When he won last time out, he came pretty wide the whole time and he really did stretch away from them very nicely. And I think he's an interesting contender, despite the fact he's drawn badly, because I still think he'll get into a decent position and he's going to be tough to run down. All right, very competitive race, this one, Paul. Have you got any clues for us from the morning track work?
I'll try and help you out there, Andrew. The first one we've got there is Unicron Jury. He's been improved this season, this horse. So he's going nice. He's in great form. He's won 2, then ran second and third. So very consistent. Should get a nice run, as we saw there in transit as well. So you can see him going nicely enough. Now, this is Dynamic Eagle. I like the fact he's coming up to 1,600 metres, has been running over 1,400 metres. Caught the eye. He's only had 3 starts, so he's going to come into this race quite fit. Just he's the one there at the front, 72, just doing it nicely. And amongst these horses, we'll see Marquila, the one that John was talking about. That's some 4-2-3 in the middle. He's Livy Deluce has done all the work, and it was a strong win from him last time. He's an interesting horse because he come from America. He raced at Golden Gate Fields before he got here.
Yeah, it was a dominant win, though, last time, being at Red Elise. Right, well, let's start off with our favourite, and that is Unicron Jury. Not with one of his wins, though. We're looking at him finishing third last time out behind Everest. With Agree there in the white jacket and Salto Olimpico further back. Yeah, it wasn't an easy task to run down Everest here. He was pretty well rated and out in front, and he had a nice light racing weight as well. Agree's been in pretty good form all season. He's actually won in different ways as well. He's won a little bit off the pace and he's won whilst dictating. This wasn't a bad run, and if he can get to the front and he doesn't have much competition, again, he'll be not too far away.
Yeah, I haven't got him in, but I've got Unicron Jewelry in of those ones. I think he's still quite progressive. Agree, I think, he's had his birthday, though.
All right, OK.
Birthdays.
Yeah, he's had 2 of them, hasn't he? He's like the Queen. Dynamic Eagle gets up in trip from the 14 to the 1,600 metres, and on this evidence, it should probably suit.
It should. It looks that way, doesn't it? And this will be his 4th run in, and I think he's well primed for this race. I've been waiting for him to get up to the mile, and he's hit the line really strongly here, and this was his best run. The 2 7ths prior to this weren't too bad as well. And Turin Red Star, we're going to see him running around later on in the card as well. So you can see of the medium grade, he hit the line the strongest. 1,600 looks ideal.
Yep, Calculations franked the form pretty well since too. So, yeah, lot to like about Dynamic Eagle. All right, Markula. It's shown that he was certainly improving and acclimatising with a good effort, finishing second to Everest. And then did this. He was pretty dominant. He was, yeah, and like I said before when we were up at the speed map, it wasn't as if he got a nice easy run just off the back of the speed on the rail. He was, 2 to 3 wide throughout the race, but he just was too strong for them. And he's a big lad, and he clearly appreciated every inch of the trip here. He's going to get the 1,600 again. Obviously, gate 10 isn't ideal, but I think he'll probably just have a similar run in transit, and he's really stretching away from them nicely. I think he's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, he looks a nice horse. I got him in for second. I think he'll run quite well. I just think with some of these other horses with better runs, and if it was a hard run, that one, so we'll see what it's taken out of him.
All right, OK, it's an interesting backstory, though. Travel First is the last one we're going to have a look at on the all-weather here, because he's done most of his recent racing on that surface, and his only 2 wins have come on the dirt as well. Yeah,
I'm going to wait till he gets back on the dirt. I didn't put him in. He has been placed on the turf before, but, he ran on nicely enough here, but I'll just watch him go round in this.
Got Zach Purton aboard on Sunday afternoon at Chartin, which is definitely a plus. But, yeah, most of his best efforts have been on the all-weather. And, yep, wait for him to get back on that surface, I think. All right, OK. $23 currently about Travel First. Unicron Jury, the one to beat, Paul?
I've got him in there, but I think these other horses are quite progressive. So Dynamic Eagle up to 1,600 for the first time will give him a chance. And he should come up a reasonable price. He's double figures at the moment. Marquila was a strong winner, as John said, and I think he can run well again. Unicron Jewelry in there as well. And Ty Smart's been pretty consistent without winning. But of the four, I think Dynamic Eagle's a better price. Got him on top. I'll be looking at him each way.
Same numbers, different order. The old Eric Morecambe scenario there. 8, 2, 9 and 4. Markula on top. Unicron Jewellery's been very consistent all season. Ty Smart was stuck in that class record race behind Jolly Jean last time out. I think this will be slightly easier from gate 1. And 1600, he's gone well at that trip in the past, and Dynamic Eagle in there for 4th. 2, 8 and 9 as well. I think he's a pretty good play as far as the Qs and QPs go.
All right, and I'll go with Unicron Jewelry here in the feature race, which is the first leg of the 6-up as well.